It's taken a little longer than I expected to get to this point, but I'm now here to announce it's time for Sakura Sunrise to go Bushido! So to start off, we have an event that will run in each weight class. Samurai Elite. This is an all-stars, which is invite only. Each weight class will see 12 robots invited. The top 4 of each Sakura Sunrise will qualify. In the event of a robot getting more than one top 4 finish or withdrawing, vacancies the select will be filled by first, the robot with most 5th to 8th place finishes, second, the deepest run after 5th to 8th place finish in the middle weights, or as the 5th seed in cruiserweights and heavyweight. It will follow the same format as the antweights, lightweights and super heavyweights of SS3, but divided into 2 heats, each heat being a side of the bracket. Winners of the 2 heats will fight in a 1v1 final match at the end of the second heat. Now let's get on to the middleweight events. Survival of the Fittest is an Annihilator style competition with 12 robots. 1 entry per person. First up will be 6 1v1 fights as qualifiers. Each qualifier will have 1 robot advance into the competition proper, which will first have 2 3-way rumbles with 1 robot being eliminated from each, and 2 advancing into a 4-way rumble, which will then restart as a 3-way rumble when 1 is eliminated, and again as a 1v1 final. And the middleweights also get Double Demolition, the tag team competition. 16 robots, 8 teams of 2 in a single elimination bracket. 2 entries per person, entering onto 2 different teams. You can either team with 2 different people or the same person twice, but your 2 entries must be different bot types as outlined here. Moving on to the cruiserweight events, we have Samurai's Academy. The new blood of 16 robots, 1 entry per person. Robots must not have fought in any tournament before. Round robin heats of 4. The top 2 of each will advance to a single elimination bracket. First round of each will be heat 1 of the heat runner-up battles. Who goes through depends who has the best win-loss record, but in the event of a tie for that, we have method points. +2 for win by KO, +1 win for decision win, -1 for decision loss, and -2 for KO loss. Entrants into this event are not permitted to enter the other events of this weight class, and please wait till sign-ups close before entering your entry into other tournaments. Speaking of the other cruiserweight event, it's the Bushido Boss. A boss battle gauntlet of 8 robots, again 1 entry per person. Starts as a 1v1 fight, one of it will advance to the next 1v1 fight. This continues until just 1 robot remains. The winner of the gauntlet will then fight a house robot built specifically for this event 1v1, and will win a second trophy on top of the one for winning the gauntlet if it is able to defeat that house robot. Here's a working in progress pic of the house robot. And finally, the heavyweight events. We have Birth of the Sport, a build challenge where robots must look as if they are something that will be entered into the 1994 to 97 US Robot Wars events. It's 16 robots, 1 entry per person, same format as Samurai's Academy. You must build the robot new after this announcement. And also, please wait till sign-ups close before entering your entries list into other tournaments. And again, entrants into this event are not permitted to enter the other heavyweight event, which is War of the Weapons. Same format as War of the Weapons when it is its own standalone tournament. 20 robots divided evenly into 5 weapon categories: spinner, flipper, axe, rammer, and everything else. 2 entries per person. Your 2 entries must fit into 2 different ones of those categories. Round robin heats of 4. Winner of each heat will advance to a round robin grand final of 5, the top 2 of which will fight 1v1 again for the championship final. Same method points tiebreaker as Samurai's Academy and Birth of the Sport. For all events other than Samurai Elite, the winner of the event will go into first in line for a seeding for its weight class in Sakura Sunrise 4. Now let's discuss some rule changes. Fight-bots are banned. All robots must have some form of traction to their drive system, which prompted the Fight-bot ban. and your robot must be able to stay on its wheels on its own and not just tip over on its own. We now have a DP limit. This is 1,000 in middleweights and 2,000 in cruiserweights and heavyweights. Tiny teeth are the only exception to this limit, with their own hard limits of 4 on middleweights and 8 on cruiserweights and heavyweights. Downing parts as a clear cosmetic will not count towards any limits. If a flipper has a wedge edge at its tip, it must have an extender running down under the panel towards the tip. Other hard limits on weapons I've changed. The 35 kilo rep discs are no longer hard limited. Only by the DP limits is what limits them. And Wharf blades now have hard limits. 1 on middleweights, and then for cruiserweights and heavyweights, 2 on vertical spinners, 3 on horizontal spinners. And flamethrowers are now limited to just 1 on all weight classes, as this rule set is closer to the base 2.6 rule set that other tournaments use. And you can see in the background there's been some changes to the arena regarding the drums. Okay, that's it. Sign up's open 16th of March. I'll see you then.